Hello, it's Matt and Josh with Slingin Books, Talkin Shop. Another episode this week. We're sponsored by Yousellcomics. Yousellcomics is your new multi-vendor marketplace selling comics, slabs, omnis, trades, and more. Yousellcomics never charge commission on any sale. Sell for as low as $5.99 a month, or run your own auctions for $15.99 a month. Sign up now for a 3-month free trial at Yousellcomics.com. We're also going to be at Forest City Comicon this Saturday. It's a Centennial Hall in London, Ontario. We're giving away, running a draw for Department of Truth number 1, 9.8. Where you have some bookmarks to give away so you can keep track of where you are in your comics. And yeah, we'll be there to talk about the site. If you have any questions, talk about what's coming up in the future, near future, long-term plans, etc. Yeah, so stop by and check out. I saw the list of vendors for Forest City Comicon. There's going to be a lot of variety. So there's comic vendors. There's like beside us is like coin collectors or whatever, people selling coins.
Cool.
You know, if they have any, if they have any ancient Roman coins, I might be tempted to buy one.
I got a large set of old coins that I still have to get checked. So.
Oh, to see if they're worth anything.
Yeah.
Where'd you get? Did you get that?
They were my grandmother's.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, blast the sun. Sorry, here, Matt. Sorry. I have to put my sunglasses on.
Yeah. So, Centennial Hall, Forest City Comicon this Saturday in London, Ontario. The first of hopefully a couple of cons this year. I don't see.
I'm coming to the next one.
No, you're not.
Oh. My heart.
Okay, so we'll start off again with another death in the comic book community. You know, as we get older, I guess it's eventually going to happen that the people that we are, the writers that we looked up to or that read their stuff are going to die.
Sad.
So this means that Tim Sale, who wrote on Batman, he passed away at the age of 66. He's famous for Batman the Long Halloween. Also, he was on the animated show, I believe, as well.
Yes.
Subsequent follow-ups over the decades. He was an artist on Superman for All Seasons, a retelling of Superman's origin, Daredevil, Yellow Spider-Man, Daredevil Yellow, Spider-Man Blue, Hulk Gray, Captain America White, Batman the Long Halloween spin-off, Catwoman When in Rome. He also launched Superman Confidential series and created the clairvoyant artwork in the TV series Heroes. Oh, he worked on that, eh?
Huh. I didn't know that, actually.
Was he on Batman the Animated Series? Why did I think he was?
Tim Sale. I'm checking now.
Maybe he wasn't. I know it was Paul Dini, but I thought Tim Sale had something to do with it. Anyways, yeah, so as we get older, our artists that we like get older and pass away again. Okay. Top Gun, which is like the biggest movie ever, apparently.
It's getting a lot of good reviews.
I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
No, I have not.
No. I guess we're the only two. So Miles Teller, who's a very good actor.
Yes.
I just finished watching him in that Paramount series, The Offer.
Okay.
The making of The Godfather, which, if half of that stuff is true about what it took to get that movie made, it's crazy.
Yeah, I heard it was insane.
Yeah, but so Miles Teller already played Reed Richards in that Josh Trank Fantastic Four movie.
Sadness.
And no one could blame him for wanting to come back to a superhero franchise. Although someone asked him about playing either Green Lantern or Richard Wright or Nova, I believe we know Nova's coming. I think.
Yeah, they said he's coming.
James Gunn finally got up and said he'll put him in. I haven't heard any of those rumblings, but I'm sure if they get loud enough, then I will hear. Yeah, for sure. I love the fan base. I love Marvel and DC fan bases, and I love those movies as an audience member. It seems they've taken these characters more and more seriously because the fans deserve it. There's nothing cheap about those characters. And if the right thing came along, I'd be open to it for sure.
Okay.
I kind of wonder if this is like the standard answer that actors are giving now, because they're like, yeah, sure. If
I don't want to.
I love those,
Yeah.
but I don't want to say, I don't want to disappoint people by saying no, I'd never do it.
I can make it really short for you, Matt. It's basically enough money or not.
Yeah, I saw Chris Hemsworth claim that this is his last movie on the contract.
Yeah.
So, and he's just not sure if he wants to do it anymore. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans said the same thing when their contracts were up for renegotiation.
I can't even remember when that was.
I don't know if I can do it anymore. It's a lot of work.
Was that near the end of like Iron Man 3? His contract, his contract would have been up, or a little bit after.
Pay raise for Infinity War.
Oh yeah, it was.
I think he got like 65 million plus gross. I think on Infinity War or something like that.
What?
Yeah, I think he got 65 million for Infinity War.
So spicy. I could have looked that up for you. Sorry, I was just flabbergasted. It just hit me with a wave of insane.
75 million for Endgame.
Oh my god.
Upfront of 20 million plus 8% back end profit, which ended up being 55 million in one. Yeah, so he made a little bit of money for that.
A little, just a tiny smidgel digil. That's outrageous.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm fine with Miles Teller being coming back and maybe doing. I don't know that he would play Reed Richards, but
no, I would. He could do Nova. That would be cool, but it's not going to happen. I don't know if I would enjoy him as Green Lantern. Just gonna say it.
It depends which one. If it's Hal Jordan, no. Maybe Guy Gardner.
No.
He's a bit more.
Maybe
he's a bit more. He's a bit more arrogant and sarcastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
It continues to get worse with Ezra Miller.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that we didn't see this coming. It's just the way that it came about. I mean, awful. Just awful. And I guess really our reports and thoughts are all kind of now collective and the same. He's a giant piece of shit.
So a report from last week says it's alleged that on February 2nd, the trio was spending time with Miller when... Oh, sorry. The site reports that a mother with her 12-year-old child had been granted a temporary harassment prevention order against Ezra Miller following accusation that they menaced them and a neighbor and acted inappropriately towards a non-binary youngster. It's alleged that on February 2nd, the trio was spending time with Miller when the mother mentioned traveling with her tribe of people. That led to an outburst from the actor who accused her of cultural appropriation before claiming that the board game they were playing, Parcheesi, has Rastafarian roots. When the neighbor, who was half black, asked what he was talking about, Ezra explodes and started screaming directly into my face. They said, "You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. What did you say to me? What did you just say to me?" Then they opened up their jacket. They had this like big Sherpa jacket, and they opened up one side of the jacket. You could see a gun. And they said talking like that could get you in a really serious situation. So Ezra Miller threatened a person with a gun. It only got worse with Miller claiming to hold power over a then 11-year-old child, so soon they would guide them. Oh, this is fucking... The mom understandably had something to say about it. The actor turned on the woman who dresses goth and accused her of being a vampire and witch, asking, "Do you want to drink my blood, do you?" Like, is this...
Wow.
Is this him constantly on drugs, or is this just has he become... I don't think this is schizophrenia, but is this like, are there voices in his head telling... I guess, well, that would be...
So, one of the big things that I've seen, and we talked about this before, funny enough, way before we took our break from the show, and when we came back too, which was in a lot of interviews that he did, and even written interviews that he did, they were just kind of like nonsense. Like, there was just a lot of nonsense. And there was like not an expose, but somebody from one of the sets that he was on came out and we talked about it, and it was something like he had he came in on a set like a piece of shit, a bunch of people with him that shouldn't be there. They're all basically partying and like yelling and swearing and like basically affecting everybody on set. And when people come over and ask, like, what's the deal, whatever, they like belittle them and belliger them, including Ezra.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so there was more than one report about that. And now like all this crazy shit is happening. Okay, keep going because I have one for the end.
At this point, we should probably warn you that this alleged clash takes an even more upsetting turn because the site explains that Miller then started pestering the child with compliments, moving their chair closer to them before uncomfortably hugging them and touching their hips. The Justice League star requested the 11-year-old follow them on Instagram and then suggested they would acquire them several horses the child could help care for on their Vermont farm.
On his Vermont farm. Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Now, as of yesterday, I don't think WB has released a statement yet.
No.
Although there are reports that like they're done now. They've got
They're done.
Done with Ezra Miller. Like he'll not be Flash after the Flash movie. And they may even release Flash on HBO Max and write it as a write down, so they'll just write it off as an expense. I mean, like at this point,
you can't. You couldn't release a movie where the lead is a pedophile, like
accused pedophile. Nothing's been proven in court. However,
okay, sorry,
it looks bad enough.
Yes,
I mean all the other stuff combined is enough, but like the restraining orders and the breaking into the house, and then on top of that, if this is true, like whether it's true or not, it's still enough to get him booted, and no one would go see that movie.
Yes, that is correct.
And we actually have some more Flash news that came out yesterday that I'll get to at the end because it's going to be super huge spoiler territory.
It will be. I don't even know if I want to read most of that or hear it, but I will finish.
Oh, really?
That.
You don't?
Maybe. Okay, one thing. We'll read one thing, but I will say and finish with this Ezra Miller. Oh, sorry, I can't even say his name right because I don't give a fuck. Sorry about his name. After this came out, this report. By the way, this is the second one. This is the second underage report from a mother.
Yeah, we talked about
that. Yeah. And there's probably going to be way more. Somebody on Twitter posted a event that Ezra hosted and promoted.
Yeah.
It was like last year, I think. Don't quote me on the time.
NAMBLA?
But it was recent. I don't know. I don't remember what it was called. And sorry, I don't know what that is.
It's from South Park, the National Boys Lover.
Right. Probably sounds really close to that.
Yeah.
The event was for basically all youth to come to a safe space for art and creativity and all this stuff. And it literally said no homophobia, no transphobia, no pedophilia, all this stuff. They had it they listed everything down. And then it said under 20. So minus 20, age minus 20.
Yeah.
And it was geared towards extremely young people. And he hosted and promoted that. And he was there for that event. And apparently there was kids young as 11 and 12 years old that went there.
Okay.
So what the fuck are we doing? It's disgusting.
Okay, on to some other, I guess, disgusting news. If you don't have the money to spend. So, Frank Miller's Dark Knight cover artwork is about to sell for $2 million. Now, it is a classic cover. Although it's Heritage Auctions, so... is it Heritage Auctions? Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. So, it could be selling for $2 million, or it could be that someone bid $2 million and they never pay. Because Heritage Auctions has come under scrutiny the last couple of years about, especially with the video games being graded, like Super Mario the original being boxed and sealed, and it's selling for $3 million, and yet I don't really know if anyone actually paid that. But according to Heritage Auctions, originally from 1 month ago, Bleeding Cool asked if the cover of Batman Dark Knight Returns Book 1 and asked if and used for the main cover would crack $1 million when it went to auction for the first time. Well, that's happening today, which was last 5 days ago. Originally acquired from Varley by the unnamed seller, it comes to market at a time when original art is getting prices beyond many creators' wildest dreams, and where Frank Miller's Sin City NFT, he's into an NFT, just sold for $840,000. A previous Dark Knight cover without Batman on it sold for $250,000. A previous original art splash by Miller and Jansen sold for just shy of $500,000. Another cover with Batman on it sold for almost $500,000 back in 2013. This piece has seen Frank Miller break the $1 million ceiling for the first time, with pre-auction bids totaling $1.9 million. This auction begins in 5 hours. We're all living in a post Mike's X Secret Wars 8 society.
Holy fuck.
So does Frank Miller own this? And he's putting it up?
I don't know. Yes, there's a video that says what he has to say about it all. What the hell does that mean?
Well, he's just...
Oh, fuck, I gotta see this.
So he must own it and be putting it up. I get it. It's like an iconic Batman
I want to
cover,
read more into this. Yeah, I want to read more into this, honestly.
I don't know that it's sold for $2 million. And I believe there's a class action lawsuit against Heritage for the video game stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a good video on that stuff by a YouTuber named Carl Jobst, Jobst. He goes deep into the collusion of the grading company with Heritage to boost the bids, even though we don't actually know if someone paid that. Okay, moving on. Wonder Man Disney Plus series is in the works with Shang-Chi director and Brooklyn Nine-Nine writer. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is great.
Yeah.
I'm like 4 seasons behind, but I should probably eventually.
So good.
Disney Plus Day fast approaching. The hope is that Marvel Studios is gearing up to announce a new wave of TV shows. Yeah, I guess we're kind of almost done with the ones they've announced. She-Hulk will be in August. Secret Invasion is next in Loki Season 2. We don't know anything about Moon Knight Season 2. We don't know anything about Hawkeye if there's Season 2. Oh, I guess we know that there's an Echo show coming.
Yes.
Because we have a story about that. Also, Daredevil. They've announced Daredevil's coming. So I assume that will be in the Disney Plus show. Disney Plus...
repertoire
announcement or whatever. But the Hollywood Reporter confirms that Wonder Man is now officially in development. While the project is still in early stages, the hope is shooting could begin as soon as 2023. The most exciting news is that the Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings director Destin Daniel Cretton is working on the series with writer Andrew Guest. His credits include Brooklyn Nine-Nine, 30 Rock, which is amazing. Community. I could never get into Community.
Same.
I get why people loved it, but I just with the racist Chevy Chase and Donald Glover, but I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. So some people were kind of annoyed at this because they took another obscurish character to do a TV show with, but then nobody cared about Guardians of the Galaxy before they did it, and now it's huge. So why wouldn't Marvel take on smaller characters and make them big?
Not a single person was wearing a Groot t-shirt before Guardians came out, so...
Yeah, or a Rocket. Or, I mean, Drax was somewhat popular. Star-Lord too, but it was like they were, third characters.
Yep.
So why not I guess I just don't get why... you shouldn't do a show with that person, with that character yet. You should be doing X-Men. Well, sure. They're obviously going to do X-Men.
Yeah, of course.
That takes a bigger production than focusing on, one single character of Wonder Man. I really only know Wonder Man from West Coast Avengers. I had a run as a kid with West Coast Avengers. And spoiler, in one of them he dies. And then he comes back. So, but the character's like an actor who is also a superhero.
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion at one point was attached and also was in some movie posters that didn't make the final cut.
Well, he voiced him in MODOK.
Yes, that's true too. Although Modok's
Yes.
not part of the MCU, but yes,
Correct. But yeah, he was in it, and they made like he was
he's
in
too
half
old
of
to do it now, which is
Yeah.
unfortunate. And
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck Sony for not using him as Nathan Drake. But
100% god awful.
that fan film is still 100 times better than the piece of shit movie they put out.
I didn't even watch that actually.
I watched it. It's like there's two good scenes. Mark Wahlberg's fucking terrible as what's his name, Sully.
Okay. Yes, I agree.
Tom Holland's watchable because Tom Holland's a good actor, but it's
Yes.
that's terrible. Yeah, so we're looking at getting a Wonder Man series. I don't really know much about Wonder Man's villains, and I don't even know if he's around right now in Krakoa in the X-Men. I'll have to look that up. I haven't seen him in any of the issues I'm reading. A little weird. Okay. Okay, some Obi-Wan news. Are you caught up on Obi-Wan?
Oh yeah, baby.
Okay, so last episode this week on Wednesday.
Sadness though. It should be longer.
Yeah. So we saw some more names on the wall in the last episode. So that means that people have translated that and have made some of those names now canon. There are 3 of them came from the Star Wars Legend stories, including Tiberius, Androlock. We also have, well, we already knew about Quinlan Voss. That was in episode 3. We also saw Jabim among the names written. Also Corwin Shelve, Dejin Atlas, and Roganda Ismarin.
Oof. Nice.
Now, whether these are like just Easter eggs of people like, oh, that's sweet, and that's just an added bonus to the show, or they actually end up doing something with these characters, I don't know. Yeah, I guess, well, since talk of season 2, Obi-Wan was always supposed to be a limited series. Deborah Chow said it was supposed to be a limited series. Ewan McGregor said he would love to do this forever and would like to do it every couple of years. He said last week, yeah,
because they make a bunch of money for working for 1 week.
Well,
Like, hey, you gotta train for a week, then you gotta get on this diet for a week, and then like in a month we'll shoot, and it's like it's gonna last like a week.
I'm sure it takes longer than a week to shoot it, although it probably is easier with the technology they use.
Yeah.
I would assume there's not so much downtime in set changes.
Not only that, they don't have to
Because
go
the
on
entire room
location.
is yeah, that's true too.
They just show up to one place. They don't have to pay for travel. They don't have to pay for any of that crap. No one's going to the desert. They're not shooting any of that shit in the desert. They're importing 10 grand worth of sand. That's it.
Well, sand gets everywhere, so
I hate the sand.
yeah. So whether they do something with that or not, who knows? But it's
Yeah.
a nice Easter egg, and also you can spec on those books and go buy them before they blow up.
That's
Although I'm sure they're
right.
blown up by now.
Yeah.
I do have some Legends omnibuses just sitting on my shelf. Fuck, I have so many omnibuses to go through. So eventually I'll get to that. And there's another one coming in November, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, another Legends Rebels. Is it Rebels
shit.
or something else? I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get on to Keys of the Week and your top 10.
Keys of the week. Your top 10. I should soundbite that, actually. We could use it.
Yeah. I actually just thought that will now be the jingle.
Sweet.
Okay, so like we said, Wonder Man #1 is now.
Wow,
on top.
boom. That's it, eh?
That's not his first appearance, though. His first
No.
appearance was like in 70.
Right. His one muscle looks very off.
Oh, this one right here?
Yeah, that one right there.
It's
Yeah.
like he put Synthahol in there or something.
Maybe it's its own bean or something.
Those are weird guys.
That's why. That's okay.
So Spider-Man, this is all has to do with the Spot. Because
Yeah.
she's been announced as the villain.
That's so cool that all these got boosted because of the Spot announcement.
Well, this is the thing with so this is the first appearance of Wonder Man, the Avengers #9.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with comics speculation. This, like, in this day and age, is that you could buy a weird, obscure villain like the Spot, and then all of a sudden it's
Yeah, boom.
but you don't know, like, who would ever thought that this would be happening at this point.
Yeah, like
The Boys is in the top 10. Have you
That's
caught
cute.
up?
No, I have not.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. I'll get on it.
Thunderbolts is in the top 10. Grimm is
Not
still there.
surprised.
That's the second printing, I believe, or maybe that's the third printing.
Might be third, and it's the third week it's been in top 10.
Yeah, it's been there. And then Spawn.
That's a new one.
6, and that is because of first appearance of
First
Apex,
appearance of
which I believe is getting a show.
Who is?
Apex.
What?
Or Apex.
What? Okay.
Not. I don't think it's live action. I think it's animated.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. So keys of the week in stores today and tomorrow. Black Adam #1.
Not surprised.
In anticipation of the new movie coming out in November.
Yeah, I think so.
Star Wars Crimson Reign #5, the 5-issue connecting cover. That's the variant connecting cover of Knights of Ren. I believe #5 is the last issue in that Crimson Reign storyline. X-Men #12 variant with Rogue on the cover. Beware the Eye of Odin. When a Viking finds the Eye of Odin, he must return to its rightful owner or face death. Well, that might be something I'd be interested in. I wonder, where does he find it? In the pool? Anyways. Lonesome Hunters #1, an aged monster hunter and a young girl set out on a road trip to battle ancient evils. In a story that explores how early traumas can haunt us even in old age. Samurai Sonia #1. Oh my god. A reimagining of Red Sonja that takes place in the Sengoku period of Japan. Aquaman and the Flash Void Song #1, 3-issue limited series featuring the last remaining heroes. Flash, Aquaman versus Invaders from Outer Space.
Ooh.
Batman and Superman World's Finest #4, first appearance of Batman and Superman mashup character referred to as New by artist Dan Mora. Another Black Adam #1. I think this is probably the A cover. First appearance of Bolt, the successor who received Black Adam's power. Catwoman 44. First appearance of Red Claw in the main DC universe. Final page appearance at #43. Also appeared in DC animated series Gotham Adventures. Do you know Gotham Adventures? I don't.
No.
I've never heard that.
Okay,
Dark Crisis Young Justice #1, 6-issue tie-in to Dark Crisis featuring Wonder Girl, Cassie Sandsmark. Searching for Tim Drake, Impulse, and Superboy. Duo #2, first team appearance of the Immutables. Milestones in History #1, 80-page anthology of true Black history stories narrated by characters from the Milestone universe. Marvel Voices Pride #1, first appearance of Escapade, anthology of stories celebrating Marvel's LGBTQ community. I'll stop there for a second. I picked up DC's Pride from this week.
Okay.
I read 2 stories. The first story was alright. It was about Superman's kid and Damian going to Pride Parade, and Damian wants to bring because he knows it's going to be a riot, or thinks it's going to be a riot, or like people out of control. He makes sure he brings like bombs and knives and whatever. I don't know. I thought it was a fun little story. They're only like 3 or 4 pages long each, but I did make sure to read the Kevin Conroy story, which is at the end of the book. Mm-hmm. That one's fucking heartbreaking. It's worth the read of what he
really
went through. Yeah, it's what he went through as an actor. No one should be treated the way he was treated coming up in acting. Anyways, Miles Morales and Moon Girl #1, the first of 3 one-shots featuring Moon Girl. The following two will feature the Avengers and the X-Men. Miles Morales, Spider-Man 39. Empire of the Spider story arc continues. New Fantastic Four #1. Oh, I thought that was already out. Oh, I was looking for it. I kept looking for it in the back issues because I thought it was already out, but it's not. So you got a new Fantastic Four, Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, Hulk, and Wolverine. Punisher War Journal Blitz #1, first appearance of a new hate monger as opposed to old hate monger. Another cover of Crimson Reign #5, Something is Killing Children 24 variant. Jessica Slaughter on it with the chainsaw. That's cool. Another variant cover of Something is Killing the Children. Nightwing #93. Amazing Spider-Man #4 variant cover. Immortal X-Men #3. Peach Momoko cover. It's a 1 in 25. And Maestro World War M #4 variant cover. So World War M continues. Okay. So that's your keys of the week. Back to more news. Kevin Feige says plans for the MCU's next big saga will become clear in the coming months. Clearer in the coming months.
So spicy.
So we're gonna have to find out, like, Secret Invasion. Even though it takes place during the blip, it's got to lead into something that's bigger now.
Yeah. So okay. So here's the thing. Now that you brought that full circle, I'm gonna do a little connection right at the tip there.
Yeah.
Remember when we were talking way back, and we were like theorizing what would happen, like, because of the blip and like using all that power and blah blah blah. And then remember that one theory I saw, and we were talking about it, that like there's a chance maybe that like the amount of energy that Thanos used to do the snap caused this crazy wave, which they said happened, by the way. Sorry, now that I think about it, they did say that happened. What if that sparked like the mutant gene, and that's what they're going to explore? Like, not in Secret Invasion, but like they're going to lead into that. Oh, no, maybe.
So they'd have to change. Well, so Secret Invasion was more about the Skrulls in
Sorry, I just meant in the end what they're setting up. I meant sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah. So maybe they'll touch on that maybe a little better.
Well, yeah. So we'll have to see. With the MCU's next big event could be a take on Secret Wars. This does seem like a fairly safe bet given everything we've seen play out in Spider-Man No Way Home, Loki, Doctor Strange, and Multiverse of Madness. Speaking to Games Radar, Kevin Feige revealed that Answer's coming soon. As we're nearing the end of Phase 4, I think people will start to see where the next saga is going, because Kang's got to be in it somewhere. Yeah. I think there have many clues already that are at least apparent to me of where this whole saga is going. I mean, he already knows. They planned out, 20 years, he said? Yeah. But we'll be a little more direct about that in the coming months to set a plan so audiences who want to see the bigger picture can see a tiny bit more of the roadmap. So Thor Love and Thunder is 2 weeks away.
That is unreal.
That it's 2 weeks away.
Yeah, like, it's actually crazy.
Yeah, I have to go get Fuck, did you get tickets yet? I have to go get tickets. No, I didn't. I think we're seeing it on the Sunday. If all reports that Christian Bale killed it as Gore the God Butcher, I hope so. I hope they keep him. Like, they don't. Yeah. I could see Marvel doing the Marvel thing and getting rid of a very good villain, as they normally do. Well, they keep bringing back Loki. I mean, he died twice, right? Died twice? Yeah, and then this is the new Loki. So now we're on a new rendition. Two deaths and a new rendition. The multiverse, it's always possible someone else comes back. Hey, it was honestly, after Multiverse of Madness, literally anything could happen. Yeah. Like, we saw so much shit that we never thought was even going to be possible. Oh, tasty. Yeah, yeah. Look, after Kang, like, Doctor Doom's got to be a whole face.
I feel like, but I feel like that's what they might set it up, right? Like, because he said Kang was going to be short a few years, so we've got him in a taste of Loki. He's going to be what, the main thing in Ant-Man. That's at the beginning of next year.
No, that's like summer 2023.
Okay, so he's going to be, so let's say 2 years almost of Kang, and then
we only had him in one episode though.
And then with that, he would be involved in what, like one other show or movie? I mean, I'm trying to think.
Well, so if Kang was the big bad villain, they would end it like they ended it with Thanos.
And then
2 giant movies with maybe New Avengers.
And the New Avengers have to help Fantastic Four go up against Doctor Doom.
Yeah, I mean, that could be cool. Like X-Men's villains got to be
X-Men's got to be somewhere. Like Magneto, it's got to be
Magneto and then Apocalypse, or maybe Nimrod. Like
I don't think they're going to come close to Apocalypse. I don't think they're going to even.
They have the technology to do it now. He's just a big blue guy instead of a big purple guy.
Just pick the right color.
Yeah, exactly. And give him the actual powers to like manipulate his genetics to make make himself giant. Yeah. I need to see the 4 Horsemen because I've been specking on that for. I've been specking on Apocalypse.
I feel like
terrible movie.
I feel like Feig will do it, and I don't think he'll ruin it. I think he'll do it right.
Well, no, they haven't really ruined anyone.
Taskmaster.
Okay, so you don't want to know anything about the Flash?
Okay, let's read one thing. Fuck.
Okay, so spoilers. The entire movie has leaked online. Well, the plot.
Amazing.
So I read through them all because I don't care. I'm never giving him any money.
Okay, so give me a piece.
A tidbit. Okay, so spoilers. If you don't want to hear anything or read it,
count it down. 3, 2, 1.
So the villain is General Zod.
What?
Yeah. So
is it the same actor?
Yes, it's Michael Shannon.
Amazing. Okay. Holy fuck.
Yeah. And to go with that, Superman is not in the movie.
Are they drunk?
Yeah, so reading through the whole thing, it actually kind of reads like it would be fun if it's executed properly. As an alternate universe thing.
Okay.
However, it's where they end up, it's never going to happen. Like what they set up for, it's never going to happen at this point. So.
Oh my god. What?
Okay, spoilers over. You can.
Okay.
We're done.
So
when the movie comes out, or when Josh gives up of not wanting to know spoilers, then.
You know what? Honestly, probably by next week. You know what? I'm already. The fact that you just told me that, I'm just like.
Whether this is true or not, I don't know. It seems to be from a reliable source. But,
oh my god.
Anyways.
That is amazing.
Okay, so Kraven the Hunter, we know, is coming as its own movie from Sony in this own Venom Spider-Verse that Spider-Man's not actually in.
Our favorite universe.
So Aaron Taylor Johnson has finally shared some details on his role in the upcoming Sony Pictures movie.
Yeah.
Confirming a pretty major departure from the comics. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go over with fans. I'm already like, what? One of Marvel's most iconic, notorious anti-heroes, Spider-Man's number one rival, not an alien or a wizard. He's just a hunter, a human with conviction, an animal lover, and a protector of the natural world. He's a very, very cool character. This one is shot entirely on location. So, is he not a hunter now? If he's an animal lover?
Russell Crowe was Kraven's father? So wait.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait. Russell Crowe is playing Zeus.
Oh, in Marvel.
in Thor, and now he's just hopping over to also play Kraven's father in the Sonyverse.
Yeah, well, he has.
So
that means he has actually. Yeah, he hasn't actually been in the. Oh no, in the DC. He's got to go DC next, right?
like, can we not find other people to play these roles? Like I say it about so many people. Like,
oh, Russell Crowe can be a good.
Yeah, sure, but like fucking Jesus Christ, like all I can see is like Master and Commander, you know? Like
that movie's great though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What about you? Don't even see Gladiator, the pinnacle Russell Crowe?
I mean, I think it's Gladiator's more like still like a piece of cinematic history where Master and Commander got immediately memed. You know? It's like
but it shouldn't have. That was,
sorry,
it's
not immediately memed. When the memes became apparent, Master Commander became very memeable. So that's all I can really think about.
Yeah, except it's one of the greatest like naval ship movies ever made.
Master
in terms
Commander.
of like, yeah. I don't know. Like, I guess like I get that he's not. You could have had Kraven as not an anti-hero. He could have been a villain because he's a villain.
Yeah, like 100%.
You're not putting Spider-Man in there, then you have to change. Like, I get why they change him, but why do that? I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Like, literally, it's his Hulk. It's like a good chunk. You know what I mean? Let's say 75%.
Spider-Man. It's because he hunts the greatest.
Exactly. Like,
hunts.
Man, how hard is that? Like, and then you just make it really gritty. Like, now he's not even gonna wear a tiger vest. What? But wait a minute. What happens if he starts out good? And then they transition him to like a villain.
Oh, yeah,
that'd be all right. I'd take that all day.
So, speaking, I can't talk about The Boys because you haven't seen it yet.
Sorry.
Okay, so Disney Millie Bobby Brown, coming out of Stranger Things, is in talks for a Star Wars movie role.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't know.
Skeleton Crew. Because they're already shooting Ahsoka.
Yeah.
I believe they're already shooting The Acolyte. But they haven't started shooting Skeleton Crew. And the Skeleton Crew is about a coming of age, like a group of ragtag teenagers / young adults. It
would make sense.
Yeah, it would make sense.
It would make sense.
Yeah. And it's not going to be for a movie. Because they're nowhere like Taika's movie's next, but that's not. I don't think that's anywhere near. Shooting range or production yet. So
no.
According to Mira, Brown has held secret talks with Disney executives, including Lucasfilm, about joining the Star Wars universe. The actor currently stars in Stranger Things. She's getting $1 million an episode.
Yeah, dude.
Is L. Sources say the potential role in Star Wars can make her upwards of $50 million. How much of an icon she already is for the 10 to 30-year-old audience. That's a little crazy.
You're not wrong. Like,
crazy,
everybody knows who she is.
Yeah.
And, like, she was in Godzilla, for fuck's sakes. Like,
yeah. I never...
And that movie was good.
The first one or the second one?
Okay, hold on.
The what?
Sorry, hold on one second. Godzilla. The most recent run of the Monster Universe.
Yeah.
The first one I enjoyed. Yeah. I didn't think it was amazing, but I thought it was good. But I thought King of Monsters, I thought that movie was amazing. I thought it was so good. Even beyond like the terrible few acting situations and a couple of bad writing moments, just all the shots, everything looked so good. It sounded so good. Oh.
I think I watched that one. I don't think I watched
so tasty.
Godzilla vs. Kong. Or did I? I don't remember.
I watched it. I watched it. It was not amazing. King of Monsters was better.
And I never bothered to watch Enola Holmes either.
I didn't watch it either, but I heard it was all right.
Yeah. I think there's a second one coming too for that.
There is the second one coming because I saw what's his name say something about it.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill.
Okay, Wesley Snipes adds comic creator to his resume with The Exiled.
Yes.
Wesley Snipes is returning to the art form of comics in a big way with The Exiled, the post-apocalyptic noir graphic novel that will soon seek funding on Kickstarter.
Yeah, it launched today.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, 150 pages. I checked yesterday, and the preload was okay. I don't know what it's at now, but it would be funny to check.
The 150-page story is adapted from a script that the former Blade Star created alongside Adam Lawson and Keith Aram. Joint project between PCB Productions, Lawson's Gifted Rebels, Snipes Mandy House Studios.
A lot of people involved.
The Exiled Stars, Niles Roach Washington, a detective living in a world still grappling with the effects of a terrible gas attack. Roach finds himself chasing a mysterious serial killer who rips the spines from his victims with a set of tools over 5,000 years old. Okay, it's not a terrible premise.
Yeah.
As
a terrible gas. Terrible gas.
That's a little cringy. As the mission goes, like, why do they need the gas if they're... Anyways. The detective finds himself fighting against a host of enemies from all sides. It's illustrated by Gabriel Santos, who did Night Wraith, The Regulators, colored by Valentina Bianconi, Seven Swords, Two Moons. The book's artwork features an interactive element. Hidden throughout the panels are codes that open up access to digital collectibles, NFTs, and events for eagle-eyed readers. Comics let you explore big worlds. Since Blade, I've been to origin stories developing characters. To origin stories and developing characters. Now I get to build Roach as a character from the ground up. I dig that. So let's see what the kicks. Oh, it's already funded.
Wow, double what they asked for. Holy fuck!
Apparently, someone just spent $1,000. Okay, let's see
No, they did not.
I don't know. It went up.
I saw it. I saw it.
Okay, so let's see what the digital edition is $25.
Okay, PDF.
That's not bad for
secret codes for digital collectibles. Okay,
yeah, it's not terrible for a trade. Digital trade though, I don't know. $50 or more gets you print and digital copy. Okay, that's a bit better for oversized. Is it hardcover though? The oversized limited edition graphic novel. This is it, folks. Is the edition?
It won't be a hardcover.
Only available during the campaign.
Okay, 39 backers so far.
Graphic novel, digital copy of the graphic novel. It's not terrible.
I think the next one's going to be a hardcover. I bet.
Day one veteran gets you the figurine for free.
Damn it.
You'll receive print copies of the limited edition oversized graphic novel, the black and white, manga size Go version. The Forgotten Wars bound comic. This is 200 pages of epic content. You could now take a bow and laugh in the face of your enemies.
159 backers for $100.
Wait, wasn't the other one veteran? Oh, day one.
Oh, 100. Sorry, 100.
Veteran. $500. You get a signed copy of the oversized graphic novel by Wesley Snipes. You get a print version, manga version. You also get a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Ashcan variant.
Crazy.
How many? 8 backers of that.
Wow.
The Immortal, 7 backers. You get to be in the comic. Oh. Gets your likeness drawn into one of the pages of the graphic novel. Your first name will be said by a nearby character. Oh man, how many? So he is gonna have to put in 7 different names of people who. How are they? Like, hey John, hey Jason, hey. Like, does he go on one page and just get it out of the way?
And what happens when one of those guys are like, okay, I paid the money. I want my name to be Big Swingin' Dick Face. And it's like, I'm not going to accept anything else. And they're like, we can't write that. And they're like, well, I'm taking my $1,200 back. And they're like, well, we can't do that either. And well, guess we're going to have to find a middle ground. And then, some guy's going to be named, Muffin Clitoris. So.
Whoa. Muffin Clitoris. Should we do this and just put it at Yousellcomics as the likeness?
I mean, it's not a bad PR move.
As a business expense.
Yeah, it's not a bad PR move. I like it.
It's advertising, right? Jesus. Okay. So we're just talking about Daredevil being
yes.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
He's in the gym, baby.
Picture of him being in the gym at 60.
Posting the thirst traps.
He could be bulking up for Echo to come back, because we know that
Yeah.
that's part of their storyline, that he gets his eye taken out. Or which I think Echo shoots this year. I can't imagine they already have Daredevil ready with scripts.
I don't think so.
Ready to shoot, but that'll probably be next year. But Vincent D'Onofrio is working out for some reason. Okay. Last news of the show, news item of the show. Line It is drawn Jurassic versions of comic book characters.
Yeah.
In the brand new Line It is drawn, our artist drew your suggestions for dinosaur versions of the comic book characters.
It's like a Twitter thread, and a bunch of artists just kind of go nuts or whatever. So thank you very much on the internet. Perfect. So yeah, if we got Goblin-oraptor.
Oh, it's green Goblin Veloz, okay.
I believe so. Yeah. The Electra on a Triceratops. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Howard
the Hadrosaur.
Dr. Bong.
I mean,
it's pretty funny. Doomed Patrol, and they're all dinosaurs.
The dinos turn into chickens, but who can blame them when they face the menace of the meteor?
Oh man.
Galactus Gigantosaurus.
Oh man. Cable T-Rex. Oh man. That's good. Hellboy as a Triceratops? Okay.
Yeah, well, he's got the little cut-off horns there, too. That's cool.
So funny, yeah.
Yeah, okay, and that's one last one.
That's too good. Oh, man.
My X-Source, yeah. Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah, some Twitter fun. Okay, so like I said, Yousellcomics is your new multi-vendor marketplace for selling comics, slabs, trades, omnis, and more. Yousellcomics never charge commission on any sale. Sell for as low as $5 a month or $15.99 for an auction. Currently, we have a 3-month free trial, which may or may not change after the app comes out, which we just finally signed the deal.
Oh, nice! Congrats.
Hopefully, it'll be out by October.
Cool.
But it's development. Like any development, you always have problems that run into things. So
of course,
October would be sweet, but maybe by November is more realistic. Okay, we'll also be at some Forest City Comicon this Saturday, Centennial Hall. It's 10 to 4:30, I believe.
Cool.
Lots of vendors. David Nickel, who plays Dr. Salenka in Stargate Atlantis, will be there. There's also some comic creators and some panels going. We'll be there with free bookmarks, some comics for sale. We're not bringing a ton, maybe 3 long boxes worth of stuff. And Department of Truth #1 to give away.
Nice.
Okay, that's it for this week. Thanks.